Hey, this is Corey from Woodcraft, and I just got back from a nice little day hike. I went to Inspiration Peak, and it was really an awesome time. You know, it's just a quick little day hike, nothing too extravagant. But today I thought I'd go over my fire kit. You know, this is something that I make sure I have with me, whether it's a day hike, an overnighter, no matter where or how long I'm going. I make sure to have this kit with me, so if you want to know what's inside, stay tuned. Alright, so my fire kit isn't very extravagant. There's not a lot to it, but it will get the job done. It has everything I need to know that I can make fire. I can get a fire going in almost any condition with just the contents of this bag. So jumping into it, the first thing and the thing that I use the most is my Ferro Rod. Now I like large Ferro Rods, 5 inches, half-inch diameter. The bigger, the better, because it allows you to get a nice full stroke, you know, and accumulate a lot of sparks in one single stroke, so that when you're pumping, you're getting a lot of heat in one area. So I really like carrying a large Ferro Rod. I also carry a designated striker. So this is a Corona tool sharpener, and I use this as a striker only. Okay, so this is what I use to shave sparks. Now the reason I do that and I don't use the spine of my knife is because I like to keep that 90-degree angle on the spine of my knife as sharp as possible, so that I can use it to take bark off of sticks. I can use it on fat wood to get that nice fluff. There's a lot of things that 90-degree spine can do for you, and so I don't want to dull that edge with my Ferro Rod. I rather dull this than the 90-degree spine of my knife. And so I like to, when it comes to my knives, they have a 90-degree spine, so I can strike a Ferro Rod. I can do a lot of things with that spine, but I preserve it for when I need it. Also, I have a Ferro Rod on most of my knives. So here we have my LT Wright Genesis, my Larry Roberts Signature Edition, and this has a Ferro Rod on it that's never been used. I saved this just for emergencies. Okay, and so I always have a Ferro Rod and a way of striking with my knife. If I can't get to this kit, I have an emergency backup in my blade. And now that holds true with my Genesis, my Mora Bushcraft Black, my Tops Bob, which there was a time where I was carrying this Tops Bob and I forgot my fire kit, and so this Exotech Ferro Rod that I keep on here, I upgraded the Ferro Rod that came with it with this Exotech. This is used. I had an emergency backup on my blade so that if I do forget this, I can still make fire. And so this one is used because I forgot my kit and I had to rely on my backup. So luckily I had this backup. And then another one is my Becker BK9. Again, another Ferro Rod, not used, ready to go in case of an emergency. And so I carry a designated striker, my blade, and the designated Ferro Rod are preserved for emergencies or if I forget my fire kit. So that's the thing that I use the most out of this kit. Second, I have this Exotech casing that hold just a standard Bic lighter. And now this is orange, so I don't have to buy an orange lighter. Usually I try to buy orange or yellow or pink or something that if I were to drop it, it would stand out so that I could find it. Well, having a case that's already orange, I don't have to buy a case, so the lighter that's in here is brown. And so if I were to drop this brown lighter in the woods, there's a good chance I'd never find it again. Especially in this fall time where all the leaves are falling. There's a chance I might not find that lighter again. It also is waterproof and it also floats. So if I were to drop this in the lake or a river, it would float. And it's waterproof, so I can rely on this lighter even if I drop it in water, even if it's raining. So very handy tool here. And then next I just have a backup kit here. This is a pocket bellows system. It has little tinders in here. So these are just wax impregnated cotton. So I can start. It has a ferro rod, a striker, and a little bellows. So what the bellows is it's this. It's just a straw basically. So you open it up and then you blow into the big end, and then it concentrates that oxygen into this little end, so you can blow embers or sparks into flame, right? You can. All that oxygen makes that little fire or those little embers, it makes them a lot hotter so they can combust something next to them. So you just blow into this down into your ember base, or if you just have a small fire, and it'll help give it oxygen and breathe life into a fire that's going out. So this is very handy. I like that a lot. And this is just a little backup kit that I have in my bag. And then the next items in here is what I consider surefire. So if I'm in an area and I can't find birch bark, cottontail fluff, pine resin, fat wood, if I can't find natural materials, I have combustible materials in here. So I have a live fire that I've never used. It's a fresh live fire. I have one wet fire, so this will ignite in any condition. You just put a flame to it and it'll ignite. And then I also have mini infernos. Now these mini infernos are really good. Again, it's just wax impregnated cotton, so you fluff up that cotton, strike it with a ferro rod, and you have fire. And then you can put your sticks and twigs and little things on there to get it really going. And that's it. That's what I carry in this little pouch. This little pouch is a Volts pouch, and I really like it because it opens corner to corner, the zipper does. And so you're not, if it were to open on the one end, you don't have to take stuff out to get to the bottom. You just simply open it, and because it's corner to corner on the front, you open it and it's like a little bucket. It's just a bucket of stuff that you can pick and choose what you want to get at. And so this is my fire kit. This is what comes with me no matter what. I don't go into the woods without this kit. And again, if I do, it's by accident. And even then, I have fire capabilities in my fixed blade knife. Another thing that I like to carry is this Crown Royal pouch. Now this pouch is full of natural materials. I'm not going to open it because it always makes a mess. This is full of cottontail fluff, like full of cottontail fluff. It also has birch bark, fat wood, and chaga all into this package here. Now I don't recommend using a Crown Royal pouch. I plan on upgrading this. Well, I've been planning on upgrading it for a long time now, but I just never have. Because what happens is you put the cottontail fluff or something in there and it sticks too, because it's like a fleecy, it's like a really, really fine fleecy material, and the cottontail sticks to it, and it's not a good tinder pouch. It just, it causes friction, and it gets staticky, and everything in here is a mess. Even if I do pull out the birch bark, it's covered in cattail fluff, which for me is a good thing because it ignites faster and it burns longer. So I don't mind it, but I really wish I had a better tinder pouch that I could put natural tinders into. And I can't put them in here because of all the holes. All that cattail fluff would be coming out of it constantly. So this would make a mess inside my pack if I put it in here. So I put it in here, and this wasn't the best option either. So I hope to upgrade this pouch in the future. So with that being said, I want to know, what are your fire kits? What do you carry with you no matter what? Is it something as simple as just a lighter, or do you have a full kit that you always carry with you? Make sure to leave that knowledge and any questions in that comment section. As always, don't forget to subscribe and come join the pack. I have a new video every Sunday and Thursday, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.